morning, soulmate. Good morning, fashion lovers. You are welcome once again to our tutorial. So today we'll be talking about how to take a male measurement. With me here, we have our male mannequin. Please pardon me, our male mannequin is babe body up here. And about the hand, we just have just one, just pardon us and just try and understand what I'm trying to talk about here. So we are going to start with taking measurements of the shoulder. If you want to compare with the previous measurement, the previous female measurement I talked about, and you want to compare the two mannequins, you see that a male, even minus it being a mannequin, normally a male shoulder is always broader than the female's shoulder. So without further ado, let's just go directly into the business of the day. So about our measurement, a male's, to take a male's back, tell the person to back you, then let me take you to where you can see. Ignore our hand. It's one of those things that how you have babies around. So it will be from one shoulder blade. From one shoulder in fact it will be a little more, it will not be directly at the female measurement. We took it at the intersection between the shoulder and the hand, and the arm rather. You see the same thing. So but in this case you are taking everything that's from one shoulder, directly from one shoulder. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Directly from one shoulder to the other one, because a male shoulder is much broader. If you take it from one intersection to one intersection, it will look as if the glue is kind of it's tight on the person's body. There will be no, a male's clothing, there's supposed to be some level of freedom. So that's why you take it from one shoulder, directly at one shoulder to the other, not at the intersection. So for this, our mannequin, the shoulder of this mannequin, ignore the hand, I'm just going to estimate it. The shoulder of this mannequin is let's say 20. Also, another issue, another thing you should take note about taking this measurement, you are going to make sure that the tape is on the person's leg. Don't take it like this. It's from one shoulder across on the person's neck. See what I mean here? Not like this, but like this. From one point of the shoulder to the other part. The same thing applies to the female measurement. Taking the female measurement I talked about. So about taking the body measurement, a male's measurement and a female's measurement, while taking their measurement is not the same. So when you want to take a male's measurement, there are two ways of taking that measurement. You either take exactly the body measurement, put your tape across the person's body. Either you take across the biggest part of the person's body, especially some men have broader chest and smaller stomach, while some have bigger stomach. You really need to take the stomach into consideration. Some, the chest and stomach is almost the same thing. Now, if the stomach is the biggest, from what your normal measurement, just normal as putting 3 fingers inside, normal measurements. Now you just check, or me looking at the person. If the stomach is bigger, let's say this my mannequin is 34. Now, when I want to take my body measurement for this mannequin, I'm going to do 34 plus. This mannequin has a small stomach, you can all see. It has a small, it does not have a protruding stomach. It will be this 34, my normal measurement, which will be, sorry, not 34, 33, 3/4. It's 3.75, it's the same thing. I will add plus 8 inches. That will be 33 plus 8. And my mathematician help us. 33 plus 8 should be that will be 40. 33 plus 8. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. That is 41.75. That is what I'm going to mark on the clothing for this mannequin for the whole body, 41.75. If this mannequin has a big stomach, let's say the stomach was protruding here, and let's say my measurement here is still 33.75. Now I'm going to add plus 10. Please, I'm going to take it again. If the person's stomach is small, is not protruding, you are going to take the normal stomach measurement or the biggest part of the body plus 8 inches. If the person's stomach is protruding, it will be that stomach that you are going to measure now plus 10 inches. That is what will give you the body, the fitting for that clothes, plus 10 inches. I hope you get it. That will be 33.5 plus 10 inches. That will be 43 and a half. If this place was 33.5, that would be 43.5. But if the stomach was flat, that would be 33.5 plus 8 inches. That would be 41.5. Please just take another way of taking measurement. Some people will measure like this. Will take the measurement, take it to the person's chest, and then put some level of freedom, some amount of freedom. You know, a man's clothing is not always tight. Put some amount of freedom. Sorry about that. Put some amount of freedom across the person's chest to see how free. It depends on how free the person wants it. But I prefer the first method of using, just looking at your customer, the flat stomach and the protruding stomach method, because that one has never failed me. It will give you a perfect shape. It is not too fitted. With that method, it will give you a perfect shape. The clothes will not be too fitted and it will not be too loose. It will just be the person's normal size. It has never failed me before. So it's left for you to choose what you want. So that's about the body measurement. So I'm going to take the hand measurement. Let's come over here. Like I said, our body does not have one hand. So from the hand, you take it from where you take it up. Please don't bring it too lower. You take it from here. From here. I don't know if you are seeing my mannequin. That's why I'm bringing everything. I'm using myself also as an illustration. It's almost the same measurement like the female clothing. You take it from here for the hand now. You take it from here to whatsoever level the person wants. If it is a long sleeve, please don't make that mistake of just measuring it like this and then you bring your hand, you keep the tape on the person's hand and then you measure. You measure. You say, for example, now this is 24 at the person's wrist. You might have a failed measurement or a failed fitting rather. There might be a shortage of the hand. If you look at your hand, you see that on your hand, on this elbow region, there's a depression. So it's always better you take your measurement. Let's say if it's a long, you take your measurement, fix it at that depression. It will not really show on this mannequin because the mannequin is not a human being, obviously. So fix it on this depression, that's the elbow part. Then from there, you take your tape down to where, sorry, though on this mannequin, it's still giving me the same thing, but on the human body, you might have some issues. So just use that method. That's how you take your long sleeve and your round sleeve. Remember to put your 3 fingers to see to give you the right fittings for the clothes. The same thing with this one. You can put your 3 fingers depending on, you know, some male, they want their, especially this their bicep, they want it to be fitted, especially clothes that start from the shoulder and stop somewhere at this bicep. Some people like it fitted. So you measure it based on how free the person. Normal measurement is plus 3 inches. But if you want it to be freer, you can do something like this. You see what I am doing. I hope you can see what I am doing. If you want it to be fitted, you see you can put like 1 or 2 inches, depending on what the person wants. So there are some people that also take bicep measurement. That is here. please, especially if your customer is somebody that gyms or is somebody that has bicep, you know, this place, the person's bicep is big, please take your bicep measurement so that you will not fall into trouble after cutting the clothes. After you say, I've taken my length, I've taken my round sleeve, everything should fit normally. Please try and take your biceps, everything, take the biceps of the person, put your 3 fingers, and then that is all for the hand measurement. Then for the neck, you really need to take the neck, you put it across the person's neck, across the person's neck. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. And then you put your 2 fingers in, like this mannequin. The neck of this mannequin is 16 inches. Then let me just show you briefly for the cap. Since our mannequin has head, if you want to take a cap measurement, you just put it across, that's the circumference of the person's head, across the person's head. I hope you are seeing what I am doing. And then you put your 2 or 3 fingers. That's how you take the cap measurement. Then let's go directly to, I hope I'm not too fast. I hope I am still here. I've not lost you. So let's go to the trouser measurement. So if you want to take the trouser measurement, please, some people, you notice when once they come, they might put phone in their pocket, either the back pocket or the front pocket. All those things might affect measurement. Let your customer empty their pocket, or they should remove anything that will make that pocket to be bulging, so you can take your accurate measurement. So you take the waist measurement. Take the waist measurement. This customer, put your 3 fingers inside. This mannequin's waist, this is state 8. The waist of this mannequin is state 8. Then you take what we call the tie. You put your tape now across the person's leg. You tell the person to keep the 2 legs ajar. That's open the legs and stand. Then you take it to the person's side, the highest point of the person's side. I hope you can see what I am doing. And then you take the tape up. Don't measure it like this. Please don't measure it like this. It will be tight. It is not even it will be tight for the person. So when once you take it to the highest point of the person's thigh across, you now bring it up here. Then you make your tape to be tight up here. I don't know if you are seeing what I'm doing. From here, I put my tape here, then I took it up and then took it to this point. I am not going to put in, I'm not putting any allowance. Wheresoever the tip of the tape stops, that's the person's thigh. For this mannequin, the thigh of this mannequin is 26.5. Please take note, don't make the mistake. See, like now, if I wanted measuring it here, this is 23. That's to show you that if I sew 23, this cloth will not pass this mannequin. So that's 26 for the thigh. Then you take to the knee. You take to the mannequin's knee. This is the knee now. Make sure the circumference. Please put your 3 inches. Your 3 fingers inside, so you can get the accurate measurement. So here, this is 16 for the knee. Then for the ankle, please tell your customer to raise the heel, his heel up. I'm trying every possible means to make sure that you see what I am doing. Like, this is my customer now. Let me remove the mannequin from the place so that you understand what I am doing. This is my customer, so I will tell my customer to raise the heel. So you make like this heel is raised. You measure it across at the back, the highest point of the heel. You now put it to this front of the ankle. I don't know if you are seeing me. You are seeing it. Then you put your three fingers. See it here. This is 12.25. Please ignore that That my big, this my big apprentice that is here. Say hello to the camera, drop the broom. Say hello, hello. So that's what you get when you have small and big apprentices around. So for this mannequin, the heel of the, I can make it, I'll make it 12 and a half. 12 and a half. This is the ankle measurement for the mannequin. So from there we are going to take the length of the cloth. Let me use this side. So you put your tape at the highest point of the neck, where at the highest point where the shoulder meets the neck. So from there, you take, if it is a short top, you make sure that the short top is across where this crouch, this place where the zip stops is what we call crouch. That the length must cover that crouch a little bit. In a man's clothing, if you are going to make a short clothing, the short clothing must be such that it covers the crouch where the zip stops. It must cover it, or it must just be at it. Or another thing is a thumb rule. That's if you want it to be a little longer, the thumb rule. Like for me now, for this mannequin, it's like me sewing a short cloth, a short stuff for it. This is 30. Then another thing, if it was, I was using a human being now to measure, I would have used the thumb rule if I want a normal length of a senator outfit. I'll use my thumb rule. From there, I'll measure where this my thumb stops on the body. That would be the normal length of the senator outfit. From there, you can measure even. From there, you can measure. You know, males tops have different variations. Can stop here, can go there, can go lower to the knee or kaftan to the ground. So that's how you take the top measurement. So for the trouser measurement, you are going to measure the trouser measurement from the side of your client. You take it to the waist. So from the waist, you drag your tape to where the ankle is. You drag the tape to where the leg meets the feet. That is where some guys that want their clothes now to be a little shorter. So it depends on what your customer wants. If you are sewing, that's if you are sewing a trouser. If you want a short, some will tell you 3/4, some 3/4 stops here. I'm using myself now because this mannequin, the trouser is covering it. I hope you can see me. Some 3/4 stop here. Some will tell you a short stops here. So if you want to take a short measurement or 3/4 measurement, you will not put, let's say I'm taking 3/4 measurement, the round, always remember to measure the round circumference of wheresoever the length of that cloth is stopping. If you are going to take the circumference for a short, make sure that you put excess. Don't just put 3 fingers, because if you put 3 fingers, there will be issues. It will be too tight. So you are going to put like make sure that there are some levels of freedom, so that when once the person wears the short, it will be free. It will not be too tight. Other than that, it will not pass the person's the weight over the short stuff. So with that, I think we have taken all the male measurement. Please, you can further to follow us for further lessons. Subscribe, give us a like. Sugar, tell them, give us a like from Sparkle's. Give us a like, a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, whatever you want us to show you. Like I said, sewing from the comfort of your home. Even though you are a mother with babies like me here, we can still do something. You can still be productive from the comfort of your home. Thank you very much.